Alright, 20-minute braking achieved. 20-minute braking is done. The oil is smoking. Now, when the 20-minute braking was going on, the volts were at 14, according to my co-pilot, and that was the engine temperature. It's around 100 and 190, right?
Whatever that number is, I don't know.
Yeah, and the oil pressure was at 50.
Yep. Well, for the last I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes, it was down to between 40 and 45 in there. It went down.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good data.
It is good.
That's good data. Yeah, what you do? Yeah, what you do? If you don't have anybody to let you out of this car, what you do is you take off the handle and then. Yeah. Be careful because there's some broken glass over here because the jar fell off the car. I had to use my hand on the throttle for the 20-minute break-in, and it got very hot after a while, and I had to really endure suffering to get through the 20-minute break-in. That's a hot radiator hose. Well, what was that noise? Anyways, I'm not gonna play around with that. But yeah. So I don't know if everything is all good. I hope it is. I hope everything's all good. Definitely, after the 20-minute break-in is done, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that carb. I'm not going to throw it in the garbage or anything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the new one and start. Thanks a lot, Frank.
Anytime, Tommy.
What a guy. He used to sell Ramblers back in the 60s. Anyways, I'm going to get rid of that carb. I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to start putting on the new one. And it's going to be pretty sweet. One thing I would like to mention, I don't know what you're supposed to be listening to or hearing or anything like that, but I did notice that there was like a tick, 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 like a tiny, tiny, tiny ticking noise coming from the valve cover. So I'm not really sure if that was like the bad sound that people talk about when they're listening to their cars and their cars are like, oh, my car sounds like a tap dancer. I'm not too sure, you know. I'm not too sure. Not too sure if that's good either. But, you know what? I'm pretty sure it ain't too bad. I mean, like, it had enough oil in it. It was good to go. I put in the amount of oil that was supposed to be in there. I did everything I was supposed to do. Whoop, gotta be careful. Don't want to step on the glass. But I'm pretty happy guy, man. I'm a pretty happy guy. That's pretty sweet. 20-minute break-in achieved. 20-minute break-in achieved. 1958 AMC Rambler Super. Break-in achieved. Break-in achieved. 20-minute break-in achieved. I varied the RPMs between 2,000 and 2,500 RPMs for 20 minutes continuously. I was doing it for a couple of minutes, but then it the engine stalled because of the carburation issue or whatever, or the timing issue or whatever. But yeah, I went back into it, and I did a continuous 20-minute break-in like I was supposed to. So there was like 5 minutes at like 2,000 RPMs, 5 minutes at 25 RPMs, 2,500 RPMs, and then it went back and forth like that. So all in all, 10 full minutes were spent at 2,000 RPMs, and 10 full minutes were spent altogether at 2,500 RPMs. So that concludes the initial break-in. Now what follows after this is a 500-mile break-in. That is if the tick-tick-tick sound coming from the valve cover is okay. I mean, I don't know. I've heard videos. I've seen videos of people talking about stuff like that. where it's like a tick, 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 and it's not good. So, yeah. If there's a situation like that, I'll fucking get to it when I fucking get to it, you know. But this engine got professionally rebuilt by Anderson Precision Engines in Keating Crossroad. So if they made a mistake, no one's perfect, but this engine cost me around almost $5,000 to get rebuilt. And it would just be pretty awful if I had to tell them, like, hey, listen, your engine, you know, had a problem with it. I got some other good news too. You know, there doesn't appear to be any leaks. Doesn't appear to be any leaks. I also got some other good news too. My windshield wipers were working. Just routed the hose off the manifold. So, I got a fuel pump and I got windshield wipers. So I won't need to, you know, do extra wiring for that. There's a massive exhaust leak in there, man. Holy smokes. That was a massive exhaust leak. How much gas got used? Holy shit. There's tons left. I think I need to go and celebrate. Yeah, I need to go and celebrate. And by that I mean updating my post, my project page. Maybe get some fresh air too. I feel great. I feel absolutely great. I would not advise myself to drink the rest of that coffee. There might be a piece of glass in there. Ooh, that's a warm radiator. Yeah, everything else is all good. That belt is still tight. Yeah. Put some paper there because there's a coolant leak there now. I mean, there wasn't a coolant leak before my dad came over and was like, he saw this hose, this new hose, and he was like, oh, look at this nice new hose, and he started like reefing around on it. And then after that, there was a coolant leak there, but before, there wasn't. So, I secretly blame him. Don't tell him. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. What I'm gonna do now is, I think, yeah, I'm gonna continue to disconnect the battery, you know, after I'm done. You know, the car isn't, you know, a daily driver. I'm not driving it every day or every other day or a couple of days or whatever. So I'm just gonna keep on disconnecting it just in case, you know, there's like a wire somewhere that's like, man, my hand is like so tingly. I think actually like, I felt like I was cooking my hand like right there, you know, like hold it for like 20 minutes. It's nuts. All right, so I'm going to clean up, pour that gas back in there, and, you know, put that wire back over here because I wanted to remind me to polarize the generator. Yeah, right on, man. All right. Thanks a lot for watching my break-in video, everybody. Awesome. Awesome. I stuck to the basics. Do you have gas? Do you have a spark? And then after that, it was timing. So if you're watching this video and you are trying to get your car working, establish the fact first. You got spark? Yes. You got electricity going through the circuit, through your coil to the distributor, and then from the distributor to the spark plugs. Then after that, establish the fact that you have gas. There's not a whole lot of gas sitting in here in this oil pump, oil filter, oil tube. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna turn the ignition back on and see if it just see if it pumps. Well, I can hear it pumping. But there's not any gas coming up to this thing anymore. Maybe it's because the hose is... Just because the level went down low enough that it stopped pumping it up there. Huh, weird. I can hear it going. Yeah, the hose is underneath the gas level. It's filling up a tiny bit. Maybe it's kinked or something. It doesn't look like it. Oh. Anyways. Something else to check out, I guess. Anyways. 1958 AMC Rambler Super, part 76. Alright. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.